Okay, so let's start the first point. The first point is here, which is the center line. The this tunnel. Then on the right side, if I take dimension, is 2.2 meter. So I will create another point here, which is 2.2 meter. So like this point is the right side. From this point on the right side with 2.2 meter. So I will create another point. For the first point, I will add code is a center line. Let's write it center line. Then the next point which I will create will be on the right side. I will give it a, because this portion is a different material, so let's give its name as concrete or anything or a pave. We can write anything to rename it. Let's write its pave. So I will copy this and I will use this in okay. So this pave is on the right side with the 2.2 meter from that point. So if I zoom it, this on the right side, the same point will be on the left side. You will paste the code with the minus sign, minus 2.2 meter. Okay, so with the reference point from point number 1. So as you can see now, we have made this the datum line, the datum line file which our typical VB file. Okay, now I will create this point which is above the that point. So let's take dimension from this point to this one, say 30 cm. So I will create one point above the point number 2 and the next point above the point number 3. So the first point above the point number 2 is also a pavement which is reference from point number 2 30 cm. So here I will write 30 cm. Okay, for the left side with the respect to point number 3, I will create another point, the same code, and with the reference from point number 3 3.3, I will add point 3. And now for the connection, I will paste a link between these two. Between these two, I put a link here, and this link is link code. I will write copy paste, and I will write here the top. Sometime if we need the code, because for the link you must add datum top codes like this one. So it's between 5 and 4. So I will select here 5 and 4, and now you can see the one structure which is this one is completed. So if you want to add the hedge, same like as you can see here, because it will be the pavement or the road structure, like anything we can use asphalt, wearing cores, bare scores, anything, because the vehicle will travel here. So we can rename this as and we also can add a shape here inside this one to, if I want to add shape, suppose this for the asphalt or anything. So shape code I will paste here the pave or asphalt, anything you can write here, and you can select this and click here inside, and it's selecting here. It selected all the links around the shape. So now the shape is, if I turn on the code, you can see this pave, stop, this pave, also this pave. And for the L1 and L2, If I click here the L1 and L2, I will paste here the datum code. You must remember for each of the code I will open this AutoCAD line, because when you will calculate the quantity, the cross section or the datum line will pass through this line. So you must add this line must be coded, this line must be coded as a datum. So this is the datum. For the next link 2, I will also add datum code. Okay. For the other, for this no problem. You can paste any code here. The side, top, payment. For these are no problem for that album. And then for the top, I put the top code here. So the first structure, as you can see, this portion now completed. Maybe if you were in your section you have different layers, so you can create different like this one. How we create one rectangle here, you can create 2 or 3 rectangle. Okay, the next thing now, the point which we will create starting this point. So let's first create one line. We'll go like this one, and then we will create this one, or we can create starting from this line going, and then the inner side we will create. So the first point which I will create is, suppose, this one, this line. This point I will create. Okay, so this point, if I check, this is 2.2 meter from this point away, and how much below, I will calculate from here. This point to here is 0.4. So for 0.4 is down, and 2.2 is on the x-axis, and on the y-axis is 0.4, as you can see, and minus 0.4. So the first point in the concrete structure which I will create here is, I will paste here a code. I will copy this code. So this I can write concrete. I will code is concrete, and here as we mentioned, is from the center point. So our center point is, as you can see, the start point number 1. So it's referencing from the origin, or point number 1 from the both. We can take x-axis 2.2, and on the y-axis it's 0.4, minus 0.4, minus 0.4. Okay. Now as you can see, this point they created. So Subassembly composer created a point here. Okay. This point now finished. So I will create another point, which is this one on the right side. Let's check the dimension for this one. 1.5 meter. So another point connected to this foundation or anything, you can rename, you can take. So I will copy this code and paste here. Okay, so this the x-axis is 1.5 meter, y-axis is 0, and now you can see this, the datum line for this one also created. Okay, the next point, if I check here, this above the line going, so I will repeat the command. This one, exceed the thickness of this is 0.5. So I will create another point here, which is 0.5. 0.5 above, so I will take 0.5 as the y-axis here. So now we can come like across here, and we can create this one. So let's complete the point here, this one, and then the other point, the foundation. Okay.